Hello, hello.
All right, welcome to episode 3 of the Gracious Ant podcast. Today I've got my friend Adam.
Hello. Second Adam on.
But not the same Adam as episode 2.
Yes.
Or episode 1, I think.
Yeah. What is your Adam like? I've never met someone named Adam I didn't like.
He's cool. He's kind of a little punk bitch sometimes, but...
Sounds like an Adam to me.
No, I'm just kidding. No, he's cool. He's real cool. He's always been a real cool guy. I'm just messing with him if he listens to this.
I'm glad he's holding up to the Adam name.
Yeah, that's what he does. He just holds up to that Adam name, you know?
Good. Okay.
So, Adam, tell me what's on your mind.
I was thinking about this. Do you want any tattoos?
All right. Okay. So, if I were to get a tattoo,
Mm-hmm.
I know what it'd be because I've done like martial arts for a long time.
Yeah.
It would be a thing from that.
You want to get like a Mr. Krabs anchor on your bicep or something?
No, that goes somewhere else.
Tasteful.
But like, I would get a martial arts thing, but I gotta like talk to my instructor and be like, "Is this okay?"
Yeah.
And make sure it's not like a disrespectful thing.
Yeah.
But also, I'm just too lazy to actually ask him about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I might just never do it. But if I do, that's another thing. Is
the
like,
minor inconvenience just
where would I
stops
even
you.
put it? You know?
Yeah. Honestly, yes.
'Cause I was thinking like, you know, like inner arm, but I was like, I don't want to. That's too out there. You know?
I know. It worries me.
I'm like, maybe something like
On the chest. That's
right
what I was
chest,
thinking.
like right here.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is, I'm not Dwayne the Rock Johnson, man. I can't rock a chest tattoo. I'm built like Gumby, man.
I mean, but where else would you get it? Because if I get a tattoo, I want it somewhere I can see it.
That's true.
Like your leg, if it's like a design or something. That's a good one.
Inner butt cheek.
Ooh, want to see my one tattoo?
You have a tattoo?
Bang.
Whoa.
There's a stick and poke it in my friend's backyard.
Used a straw.
It was a needle and ink.
Used a barbecue skewer and a busted ballpoint pen.
Yeah. We got a big pen and broke it in half and called it a day.
Hell yeah. So Adam, tell me about your day.
So I didn't go to sleep last night.
Nice.
And yeah, I'd work at 11 a.m. and I'm dog sitting for these people. So I was up all night because it was the 4th. Happy 4th. I'm
Happy
proud to be an
4th.
American, I guess. And yeah, I had friends over and we got kind of sauced. Then I couldn't go to bed, so I stayed up until like 7. Went home, took a shower, my own shower, which was nice. Then I don't know, packed up and went to work. I slept in the South Hill Mall parking lot for like an hour before work, and it didn't do anything. So yeah, I somehow made it through work without passing out. And I went home, slept for another 4 hours. So I'm running on 4 hours of sleep in like 2 days.
Nice. And it is what, 11:04 at the time of doing this?
Time of doing this. It's
Which
a late
isn't
night show.
Crazy. It's a late night show.
Yeah, for sure.
After hours. Gracious Ant podcast. After hours.
Raw.
Yeah.
You a big South Park fan? It's kind of children humor, but
It does.
it's so funny.
That's the thing is, I never choose to watch it, but it's always on anytime I'm in a hotel. And whenever I'm in a hotel, I turn on the TV. I'm like, oh shit,
South Park,
Park's
yeah.
on. All right, I'm gonna watch that.
I feel like it's stupid when I watch South Park, but it's so funny.
Okay, do you know? You know how Kenny in South Park
Dies every episode.
he dies every episode,
Yes.
but like you know how whenever he talks, it's like that moment like.
Oh yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So he, in the opening theme of South Park, you know how it's always like, come on down South Park,
Yeah.
meet some friends of mine, whatever. And everybody says their little, friendly faces everywhere,
Mhm.
whatever. And then Kenny says,
To keep him muzzled.
They keep him muzzled, but he's actually saying real things.
Yeah.
And it is like the grossest things. Like,
Yeah.
like I looked it up the other day. I was like, what is Kenny saying? And it's like, let me look it up. I'm looking it up right now.
Just the most heinous.
It is. What is Kenny?
South Park is a beautiful show.
It's something.
Every time we turn it on, I can't help but laugh. No other show is like that.
Saying in the intro. Oh man, I don't think we can say this on the freaking
What?
podcast.
Why not?
Okay, in season,
I'll say it.
he says it in different seasons. Season 1 and 2, he says one thing.
It's creative.
In season 3 to 5, he says his part where he goes,
Yeah.
starts out with, I have got a 10-inch penis. And like they wrote in all this crap, and he's saying it.
God, I love that. It's just like it's just college humor.
It's
like the stupidest college humor,
real, like,
but it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's the only show that do that.
People like that. Like, I love like Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, yeah.
He didn't do South Park, but he did, Family Guy and American
Mhm.
Dad and all that crap. But I love that it's like Family Guy, which is such a known thing,
Mhm.
like has made an impact on TV and, media and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's like that came from his mind, and half the voices came from him too.
Yeah.
Like, that's the coolest thing.
Mhm.
Matt Groening did, Futurama and The Simpsons,
Mhm.
Disenchantment. I don't know if you watched that.
A little bit.
Not as good as the other
Yeah.
things, but you know what? It was okay.
It was okay. Hey, we can't hit it out of the park every time.
No, I mean,
Out of the South Park.
whoa, shit. That is what we call in the biz a comeback or
Yeah.
a callback.
Yeah, I like adult shows, like adult cartoons, because I feel like the culture now is just like, it's really whatever you say goes. It's just be funny, and there's like no filter,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels like everything's filterized, kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is there's a weird fine line.
Yeah, it's definitely a balance.
That it's like, because
Like, you don't want your show to be like all
don't be offensive, but there's a line between offensive and, you know what I mean, where it's like,
free speech, America.
yeah, there's a line between stuff where it's like there's a point where you can be tastefully offensive,
Yeah, yeah,
and you can be like, oh, you're a racist piece of shit, and like there's somewhere
Yeah.
in there, and like where, I don't know, I think it depends on who's making the jokes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and what their background
There-
is, and what, you know what I mean? Because it's like, if I don't know.
Just be tasteful. It's
If you can make jokes about yourself,
yeah.
you got to be careful making jokes about other people, and make sure
yeah.
if you do, it's not targeting other people.
Yeah, it's like make sure like the jokes are well thought out.
Exactly.
Just like be really tasteful in how your audience perceives your
Yeah.
risky jokes.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the thing, is even if I wouldn't make the jokes, watch someone else.
I'm glad
make 'em.
someone. Yeah,
I
I'm
mean, I
glad
don't
someone
know.
did make me laugh.
I don't know. It's weird because there's points I know in South Park too. Like, there's points in it where, like, they'll make a joke and I'm just like,
Ugh.
oi.
Ugh. Yeah, a little.
I don't know how I felt about that one.
But yeah,
And, but like, I don't know.
I kind of have to respect the grind. They're just like, they're so into the no filter that they're willing to take those risks,
Yeah.
and like they're still around.
Yeah.
So they must be doing something right. Maybe it's just all teenagers thinking they're edgy, but
Edgelord.
Edgelord
I'm
watching
14
South
and
Park.
This is deep.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any piercings you want to get?
No.
No nipples?
No.
Can you get matching nipple piercings?
Can you imagine? Yeah. Yeah, that's the horrible thought, isn't it?
What?
Oh, it's
Imagine
a thing.
ripping off your shirt and
No.
having jewelry.
People-
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Stay away from there.
Yeah.
Stay away from the no square.
That's a
Get your needles away from there, please.
That's a thing, dude.
But maybe like, what if you get it looking like a Christmas tree? That'd be kind of cool.
Damn.
Just crazy jewelry.
That's a good point.
But I feel like you'd be walking around and you'd be hearing it. It's kind of awkward. Hey, what's that noise? Keys? They're in my pocket. It's my keys.
That's a good point. I guess I never thought of it that way.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? Piercings?
I'm really thinking about getting my nose pierced really soon, but I'm probably gonna stop there.
I don't get it.
You don't get what? The nose
I
piercing?
don't get it at all. No, you got your ears pierced, and that looks
Mhm.
cool.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yeah, I just got them pierced like, I don't know, 6 months ago.
I thought about getting them pierced, but
You should try. You always
but
take
then I
them
didn't
out.
do it because I was like, wait, I don't like getting hurt,
Let me tell you,
even a little bit.
Cohen did mine.
Your
He-
friend did it. You didn't even go to like a place.
What, are you kidding me? I'm
You
not
used
paying that
barbecue
money.
skewer,
We use an alcohol wipe, an eraser, and a needle.
a razor.
An eraser
Oh.
for like to catch the back.
Oh, okay. I thought you said and
Yeah.
a razor.
And you know
Like,
what? It worked out
pierced
fine.
your ears with a razor blade. I just have a switchblade, just real quick.
That'd be metal. It worked out fine. Didn't get infected. Try to clean it well. One of them's a little crooked, but you can't really tell, so it won't matter. It doesn't matter. But if I get my nose pierced, I'm not having a cocoa. I'm not having my friends do that. It's a little too invasive for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that one hurts.
The ear piercing didn't hurt at all. It was just using the ice cube, and then it hurts for like 5 minutes, but it's like very mild pain.
Yeah. Huh.
I kind of want to get like one. I don't know. I want to get like one tattoo that I think of that I want to get like soon, but other than that, then I don't know where I'd put it. It's a quote, but and like I want to put it on my forearm so I can actually read
What's
the quote. It's by a old rabbi. It goes, "If I'm not for myself, who will be for me? If I'm only for myself, what am I? If not now, then when?" Kind of says it all, right? But if I like get that on my forearm, it's kind of a fuckboy tattoo, right?
Yeah.
But I want it to be readable, so I'm thinking the chest, so I can just read it in the mirror every morning.
Got that Dwayne The Rock Johnson statue.
I don't think so, but I want to be able to read it, and that's like the, I don't know, best option. I don't want it somewhere that I can't see it. What's the point?
Yeah.
Well, I think I should get in like Comic Sans to really send the message home.
Now, what do you like? Okay, so that's the thing is like quotes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a few quotes that I just was thinking about. I'm like, damn, these are so good. Like, there's
Yeah.
a few quotes that like are out there that are just like,
Yeah. A
That,
good
like-
quote sticks with me.
okay, Carl Sagan, Pale Blue Dot,
Mm-hmm.
that whole thing. I mean, that's not
Yeah.
something you could get
That's an
tatted.
entire book
That's
you
like
get quoted.
that's a speech, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's incredible. But there's like Isaac Newton said, I think it was him, said, "If I've seen further than others, it's because I've stood on the shoulders of giants,"
Mm-hmm.
which is like just so freaking
Yeah.
cool. Or like that movie Oppenheimer is coming out, which I'm
so
freaking
excited.
out.
I
Oh
am
my God,
so
it looks
excited.
so good.
Can I? All right, I'm gonna.
Go off.
No, not an op. This is unrelated to what. Finish what you were saying, and then
Oh,
I'll go
I
off
was
on.
saying,
I'm so sick of
I
superhero
saw
movies.
that the trailer come out for that, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's winning all the awards.
I know. I'm super excited.
But I think it was him that wrote "I have become death,
Destroyer of
worlds."
Yeah.
And then there was one more quote that I really, really like, which is by like Mark Twain. And
Mhm.
it's I might be paraphrasing it a little bit, but I'm going to do my best. But it's I do not fear death. I had been dead for billions and billions of years before I was born, and never suffered the slightest of inconveniences from it. And I was like, damn, that's
Yeah.
so good.
That's a good way to think about
That's
death.
that's like that changed the way I thought about stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, I'm still afraid of stuff, but like
What do you
that
think?
changed it. Where I was like, oh,
What do you think about death?
I mean, I don't like the idea, but it's because our brains just can't comprehend it.
Yeah, it's you're like every imperative
like,
is to not die.
Imagine, think about your brain not being on. You know what I mean? It's like you
Yeah, it's
just
like
can't.
before you were born.
It's the only thing that you are. You
Yeah.
know? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's this like it's like, so say you're at banquet, right? The
Uh-huh.
wine's flowing. You have all the food you could ever want. You have like just amazing food, and then you turn to the chef and you say, you know what, this is great, but what's for dessert? You know,
Mm-hmm.
and like dessert's like the afterlife. You think how offensive that is to the chef?
Damn.
Yeah, like I'm sure if everything's so great right now, like there's nothing more we could really ask for.
Yeah.
Why be concerned?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna work. I'm sure dessert's gonna be good.
Even if there's no dessert, enjoy the meal.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, whatever you believe, you know.
Mhm.
But like, I don't care what people believe as long as it's not hurting anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Honestly.
Like, if your beliefs are infringing on other people's happiness, then screw you. But like, as long as you're not hurting people, like,
Mhm.
do what you want. That's you know, live your best life. But like in that case, just like even if there's no dessert, you just ate a
You'll be
good
okay.
meal.
Yeah.
Enjoy that
You
meal.
have a full tummy.
Yeah, you got that full tummy.
Yeah.
You're all good to go to sleep. Sleep it off.
Mhm. Things will be okay.
What's your favorite food, Adam?
It's a hard question. I like Russian food a lot. There's this Russian store on Pacific Ave.
I've never had Russian food.
Never had a pierogi?
Oh yeah, I've had a pierogi.
It's Russian food.
God damn, pierogies are good.
They're so good.
They're so
There's this
good.
Russian store. It's a proper Russian store, right? It's like Russian, Ukrainian, Moldovan. But they sell like $2 pierogies and they're so good.
Damn.
And they're fresh from the bakery. They bake them themselves there. I go there and like me and my friend Kate. Shout out Kate. I'm gonna tell her to listen to this.
Damn. Shout out Kate.
Shout out Kate. She's chill.
She's a real one.
She is. But like we just bought a bunch of candy.
Yeah.
We like bought a bunch of different types of candy.
Oh, I've had Russian candy before.
Yeah, it's so good.
I did
It's
like
so good.
a thing with like a group. We did like a food drive or something helping out like older people.
Yeah.
And this older lady's like, we were giving her the food thing or something, and I forget exactly what it was a long time ago. And she's like, oh, I got some candy for you guys. And it's like this like weird Russian candy.
Yeah.
And like her neighbor like saw her give it to us, and he's like, that stuff's good. He's
No.
like, you enjoy that. And I was like, damn, okay. And we
I-
tried it. Oh my God. It was
I have
good.
like 2 Russian candies I absolutely love. I wish I could name them or pronounce them. I can only describe them and point them out where they are in the store. But they're so good. Yeah, me and Kate just taste tested a bunch of Russian candy at one point. And I would have to I ate them before she ate them just because she's deathly allergic to nuts. So it's kind of a Russian roulette. But she's still standing.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, can I go on this rant about superhero movies?
Go off.
You're gonna hate me.
All right.
I'm so sick of superhero movies. I am so sick of superhero movies. They are everywhere. They are the same. They're the same every time. They're unimaginative. Especially in the live action ones, they're so the acting is so bad.
Dude, did you watch The Flash?
No,
Okay.
no. I've been boycotting superhero
Because-
movies for like the past 5 years.
Listen, The Flash. Look, okay, here's the thing is I'm like, this is my mindset with superhero movies.
Yes.
This is my mindset with Star Wars movies. My mindset with all that type of stuff is
Mhm.
I like them. If one comes out, I'll probably see it. But I'm not going to be
Sorry.
like freaking out about how great they are. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
like, they're not. They do what
They're not good.
They
Okay.
do what they're there for. Like, okay, I love John Wick. John
Mhm.
Wick, that
Yes.
whole series, my favorite movies. But
Mhm.
I'm not gonna pretend that they're like
Yeah, they know what they are.
breaking borders on what acting
I know.
is.
They know.
They're
They know
not.
what they are.
But they do what they do very well. They do good,
Yes.
showy, flashy action very, very well. And they're just fun for me to watch. And so it's like the same,
I get that.
it's like look, I'm not the biggest Star Wars nerd out there, but if a Star Wars movie comes out, I'm gonna go see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's
I
kind of
get
how it's
that.
been with superhero movies. But I'm feeling that superhero fatigue.
Yeah. I forgot the term for it. That's exactly what it
where
is.
I'm like, I kind of, after like, okay, so Marvel, right?
Mhm.
After like
Yes, that's where
Infinity
I
War and Endgame,
Endgame.
they finished it. They told the story that they had been building up for.
I know.
And then they're like, and also,
Doctor Strange
this-
traveled Spider-Man through time.
You know, okay, that one.
Bro,
That one
no,
I loved.
I'm not drawing any lines.
Oh man,
I'm not. No.
I loved that one. the freaking No Way Home, and it had
The
Tobey
only-
Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
That was cool. I'll
Dude,
give
and
it
Andrew
that.
Garfield's so hot, and you're like, how did this happen, man?
I'll give it that one was cool. That one was cool. But God, have you seen like I saw clips of the new Thor? I really don't try to spend my time watching superhero
Yeah,
movies
their
because
CGI is.
yeah, the only
Damn.
the only good thing about superhero movies, or a lot of them, I heard Thor was pretty bad in their CGI,
Mhm.
is their special effects. They have
Yeah.
really cool special effects.
Okay, and some of the early superhero movies
Yeah.
were amazing.
Like absolutely Iron Man,
that
Spider-Man,
first Iron Man movie.
for all three series of Spider-Man, all different storylines.
What are your thoughts on the Amazing Spider-Man series?
I think it's the Spider-Man series I watched first.
Yep.
But
because
I respect
we were
it.
born in that time where
yeah.
we don't have the Raimi nostalgia,
Mm-hmm.
but we also do a little bit. You know?
Yeah.
But it wasn't. That wasn't our first exposure.
Yeah.
I think the first Spider-Man movie I ever saw was Spider-Man 2, actually, with Dr. Octopus, and everything,
Mhm.
which was like the coolest thing.
Yeah.
And I remember
Old
thinking,
superhero movies are good.
I remember thinking, I want to see them do Dr. Octopus, but with modern CG.
Yes.
And I'm like, but
That'd
I
be
don't want it
cool.
to be anyone else because I liked
Yeah.
whatever his name is. You know, I liked his Dr. Octopus.
Mhm.
That's my nostalgia one. And then they did it like that, and that was like, I know it's nostalgia bait, but I was digging it.
Yeah, they're so. Yeah, the old ones were very good. I love old super.
Yeah.
Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America, the whole 9 yards. But like over the past like 5 years, they pumped
Yeah.
them out like
They're pumping them out.
dude, come on. And
like,
the acting
you want
is
to stay
so
up to
bad.
date? You
It
got to
pisses me
watch
off.
the freaking series on Disney Plus. You're like, I'm not gonna do that.
I know.
Okay, I actually did watch WandaVision, and it was weirdly good because
I'm not giving it
each
that.
episode of it. Spoiler alert! But like, if
Huge
you
spoiler
haven't
for me.
seen it by now, screw you. But like, but each episode of it, it's like shot like it's a sitcom, but each episode
I
of
get
it
it.
takes place over another decade.
Oh.
And so like the first, and you're like, wait, why are we making these jumps? And then they go into that later. Like it's
Mhm.
like meta, and when there's other crap going on. But like the first episode starts out, and it's like a like 50s I Love Lucy, like
Yeah.
honeymooners type of,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like black and white. It's the like very just everybody talks in that sing-songy transatlantic accent.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you put a ring on a finger, you can beat a half to death type of thing. And
Thank you.
and then like this next one is like, I don't know, 60, I don't know. And the next one is like 70s, so it's
Yeah.
shot like,
at least they're trying to do something different.
it was weird. And then it was like 80s and 90s was shot like Malcolm in the Middle.
Mhm.
And then the 2000s one was shot like, and they just kept getting more and more, and it was like, this is really, really weird. It was cool.
I respect them trying to do
They
something
did
different.
something different, and I appreciated that. But The Flash, the epitome of this fatigue of
Yeah,
superheroes.
really. I might have to hate watch it.
Bro, it's the only thing I've ever seen a movie theater give out buy one get one free tickets for.
I might have to hate watch it to be
It's
honest.
so bad, dude. Ezra Miller,
hmm
piece of shit.
Ezra, did he have like a cult, like a weird sex cult on the island?
Oh man,
He did. He did.
Did he? I know
Yes.
Jared Leto did, and he's equally bad in superhero movies.
Ezra Miller, like, I don't know. I don't know.
That's the thing. Okay, Morbius, dude. Did you watch it?
Yes.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
But like, I remember hearing, oh yeah, Jared Leto starring in the superhero movie. I'm like, who the hell made that call? Because yeah, he did real great in
And-
the last superhero movie
Yeah.
he did, being Joker, playing
Yeah, I know, he was
Joker,
the worst Joker
the
yet.
worst Joker.
The worst.
You know, he got pissed when Joaquin Phoenix did Joker.
Yeah,
and everybody
I bet he
loved
did.
it. And they're like, because they canceled the contract because they told him, hey, we want you to do 3 movies, and one will be your own standalone, your story
Mhm.
as Joker. And then he did Joker. Everybody hated him because he did awful. And
Yeah,
then
it was uninspired.
and then Joaquin Phoenix went in, won an Oscar for Best Actor.
Dude, that
And
movie was so good.
And he was so good.
Yes,
See,
that's
that's the
just-
thing is some superhero movies aren't really
When they-
superhero movies
yeah.
like that, you know?
Yeah, I
watched it.
I love Batman.
Batman, the new one. Did you see that? The Batman.
Yes.
That was cool.
Yeah, all Batman. Some series do well, but like
Yeah.
Marvel, come on now.
Yeah. They're
Thor. every Doctor Strange movie. It's like they're all the same thing. They're
Yeah.
very formulaic. You can predict what happens. All the acting, every serious situation gets like cut up with some stupid like joke quip, and
Yeah.
it makes me mad.
It's hard to watch, like, to
It's
go
hard to
back and
watch.
watch Iron Man 1 and just see what it used to be.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then, like, I don't know. I feel bad that they stretch their special effects team so thin like that. It's like, I don't know. But no, The Flash was the worst movie I've ever seen.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
Like,
now.
unironically, like legit, The Flash was the worst movie I've ever seen. It was, from the casting to the acting to the writing to the directing to the, and I'm like, man, it's so bad. And my friend's theory was that James Gunn is in it, or he directed part of it, right?
Mhm.
Just like the end scene. And he's like, and the end scene was like so bizarre and awful. And my friend's like, here's the thing, James Gunn has taken over DC. And he's doing it his way now.
Please,
They're
God,
canceling the
don't ruin
DCU
Batman.
thing, and he's doing his own thing.
Mhm.
And like the theory is that he wants this to be so bad, so that it really gives perspective between what he does. Did you watch the Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
No.
Okay, that's the thing, is that Marvel's been pumping out so much garbage, but like that was a saving grace. Like,
I'm sure it was a mediocre movie,
No,
and in
dude.
perspective, it was
Dude.
alright.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 made me cry. Straight up. It did not feel like a Marvel movie. It was the first Marvel movie they dropped the F-bomb. And like it
Like an
felt
answer.
very rated R. Like just
Really?
because it just visually too. Like it was a very like dirty, gritty, intensely like dark.
That's good. Breath of fresh air.
Yeah, and it like it was like, you know, weird concepts of I mean what was it? I mean, animal abuse and
Yeah.
and like it was like it was rough, but like that was James Gunn, and it was like, man, he was good with
Yeah.
with Guardians of the Galaxy. Those movies, I liked those, but they did their own thing.
Yeah.
They didn't try to be the different thing. They
Mhm.
I don't know.
We've talked about horror movies. Okay, how can you
Horror
like horror
movies.
movies and not watch Hereditary?
Never seen it. Yeah.
It's the best horror movie around. You ask anyone who's watched it, they're like, yeah, it's the best horror movie of like the last 10 years. Easy.
Yeah.
It's so good. Ari Aster is such a good director.
I haven't seen it. I
Midsummer is pretty good too.
I just watched Pulp Fiction for the first time today. I'm so behind on so many movies that I know I need to see. I haven't seen Die Hard.
Have you seen Kill Bill?
I've seen clips of it. I haven't seen Die Hard, Blade Runner, Training Day,
I haven't seen
Silence of the
Training
Lambs,
Day.
Shawshank Redemption.
I didn't see Shawshank.
You never seen Shawshank either?
You're welcome.
Goddamn,
Um,
you did it.
Yeah. There's a lot of good movies out there. Have you seen the one with Leonardo DiCaprio, the horror movie where he's on an island?
He's in a horror movie?
So you haven't seen this
I
movie?
guess I have
It's
not.
It's a good movie.
What's it called? Do you know?
That's why I described it to you.
Yeah, I figured.
Shutter Island.
What is it?
Shutter Island.
I haven't seen. Wait.
You know if you've seen it.
It sounds
it's
familiar.
really
like I saw
good
the trailer and I was
until
like,
the
"Damn."
last 5 minutes. So if you ignore the last 5 minutes, it's really good. They butchered the ending completely. They filmed it like 50 times, I think. And they just couldn't find a good one.
Did you ever see?
Maybe it is a bad movie, but I don't know.
I'm looking it up right
I
now.
liked
Oh, it's
I
got
liked the
some-
first 95 minutes.
It's got some big people in it.
Dude, it's an awesome
Leonardo
movie.
DiCaprio. Damn.
I'm a huge Leonardo DiCaprio fan.
He's good.
He's a
I just
fantastic.
watched Django Unchained the
Yeah.
other day. Damn, that
Another
movie's good.
Yeah,
That's a crazy movie.
that is a crazy movie.
What was that? Okay, have you ever seen the movie The Mist?
No.
It's like based on Stephen King short story.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. The ending, like you said, the last 5 minutes,
God awful.
like, comes so out of left field.
Yeah, that's how Shutter Island is too.
Like, where you're like, okay, are you gonna watch The Mist? Like, or do you care if I spoil it?
You can spoil it.
All right. So basically, the whole thing is this mist rolls into town.
Ominous.
And yeah, it's real ominous. And there's some people in a store, and it's like this dad and his kid, and they let the wife sit home, and they go out to the store with like the neighbor, and some guy runs into the store. He's like, the mist is coming. Something in the mist took John Lee.
It's coming. The end is nigh.
So they're in the red mist is coming. No, but like they're in the store, and the mist like rolls in, and it's just like you can't see outside.
Mhm.
And someone opens like the store garage door in the back room, and like this like weird tentacle comes in and starts doing stuff, and they cut it off, and like it like vaporizes, disappears. And so they like three of them just saw something crazy and try to go tell the other people. And so like one group of people is like, we got to stay in here. The other group is like, we gotta leave.
Mhm.
And so the people leave, they all die, and like
R.I.P.
like it gets seen or whatever. So like the people are like, okay, we gotta stay in here. And then there's just like this one like crazy like religious lady who's like, this is the end of days,
this is
and
the work
we
of the
all need to
Antichrist.
sacrifice the kid, or like it gets crazy.
Yeah.
And they're all desperate, so they end up like listening to her. And so like a bunch of weird crazy stuff happens, and it's like really interesting.
Yeah.
And it's really good, and it's like spooky and eerie and good,
Mhm.
and like very good. And then basically in the end, the main dude and his son and like some girl that was also there,
They plug in a fan. Sorry.
they make a break for it or something.
Mhm.
And they get in the car and they start driving, and you see, and like the monsters or whatever that are out in the mist don't see, and they're driving, they see all these big monsters and stuff. They keep driving, and the mist just keeps going on and on and on, and they just keep driving until they run out of gas. And the whole thing's been about protecting the kid, right?
Mhm.
They keep driving until they run out of gas, and then there's four people in the car. There's some dude that they met, the girl that they met, the dad, and the kid.
Mhm.
Something like that. And they run out of gas. Like, what do we do now? And they're like, well, we got 3 bullets. So 3 gunshots. And then the dad's like screaming. Dad straight up killed the kid. Killed his own kid. He's like, so he
Jesus.
wouldn't have to die to the monsters or something. And then like 5 seconds after he does that, the mist rolls out and the military walks in, and they're like flamethrowers on all these like monsters and crap. And then that's it. And you're like, what?
Jesus.
What? And it's like they tried to have this big like emotional moment, but it was just like, what the
Yeah,
hell?
that's
You
so
can't
weird.
do that, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucked up Stephen King stories. There's
The
a
Boogeyman?
fucked up, yeah.
That was incredible. That movie just
I haven't
came
watched
out.
it.
It was incredible. Freaked me out so much. But I don't know. Again,
Hereditary is terrifying.
Hereditary,
Terrifying.
I'll have to watch it. I've seen trailers.
It's
I'm
so
sure.
good. The acting's phenomenal. You don't know what's coming next.
That's cool. That's what I like.
It's just a good movie,
Did you ever
and
watch,
it's terrifying.
Did you ever watch Smile?
Yes.
They did a few things that were like horror movie tropes
Yeah.
that they just didn't do. And so they set it up so you're like, oh, she opened up that fridge door.
True.
She's about to close it. And there's going to be a
True.
monster behind that fridge door. And
Yeah.
then she closes it and there's nothing. You're like, oh.
They did do a good
And
way
that
of building
was
suspense.
weird. How do you
Yeah.
spell Hereditary? I'm dyslexic as hell. Oh, never mind.
H-E-R-E.
Autocorrect got me. Hereditary. 2018?
2018.
Oh. I thought this was like an older thing. Damn. Okay,
It's so
got a
good.
pretty
She's
high percentage.
She is such a good actor, the mom.
I don't recognize any of these people.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you'll see them in more movies. I think the mom was in something new, but I forget what. She's a phenomenal actor. The same director that did that movie just had a movie with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Fuck, what is it called? It's Beau is Afraid.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how I feel about it. It's like an epic, but it's so like esoteric that's hard to follow. However, I kind of get it. I kind of don't though.
Mm-hmm.
Another good movie by him is Midsommar. That was a big movie. However, I didn't like it as much as Hereditary. It's kind of suspenseful, but it's still good. It's a good movie for sure.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't really watched a lot of horror movies. I watched through all the Saw movies with my uncle.
I've never seen a Saw movie.
Okay, the first one's really good.
Do you like gore?
No, I mean, it doesn't do anything for me. It's like...
Yeah, you can just deal with it. You don't mind.
It's not scary, because
Mhm.
it's like... it can be gross, but
Yeah,
it's like not
it's kind of just
scary.
shock factor.
Yeah. But like this first Saw movie is really good, and there's a reason why it's like such a cultural, you know, an iconic thing.
Yeah,
And it's very good. And then they just like kept
Just
doing
milk
the
it for
same
all we
thing
have,
over and over,
yeah.
and it kept getting more convoluted. And it's like they're still fun. It's like with John Wick.
it's fun. Yeah,
like the first John Wick
You know what
was
you're
like
getting.
something special,
mm-hmm.
you know. And it's like, and then they get more and more where you're like, it's just more of the same thing.
Yeah, you know what
if
you're getting.
If you like that thing, then great, you're gonna love it. But it's not like, you know, yeah.
Yeah,
I love John Wick. Just got this new TV.
John Wick 24/7.
86-inch TV, and my mom's like,
He's saving that dog.
she's like, why'd you get that? Or what she said, she's like, it seems a little much. I'm like,
It
okay,
is a
but
little-
do you even understand how much Keanu I can get per square inch now? So much Keanu.
I can see him save his dog in 4K.
I can see every damn hair on that dog. I don't think you understand this,
God,
okay?
you don't get it, Mom.
You don't get me, Mom.
Do you have a good relationship with your parents?
What's that?
Do you have a good relationship with your parents?
Yeah, for sure.
That's good.
Me and my dad have like one-off days, you know, every
It happens.
twice a year,
Yeah,
where we just need some space and get mad at each other. But like,
I get that.
but no, for sure, it's real good.
It's good. I've. What do you? God, what do we want to talk about? What's on the agenda?
Crack.
Crack.
I just want to
Okay,
smoke some crack right now.
This is the part. We're so deep in now that I think I can really tell you all my sins.
Oh yikes!
So,
Before we get into this, because I do want to hear about this. But before we get into this, I don't know how late you're trying to hang out, but something me and my friend other Adam do
yes.
when we hang out late is we go to Denny's after we hang out. Just down the road.
Yeah.
If you're interested in that, I haven't eaten today, so so I'm very interested in that.
I don't know. I'll have to text my friend if she's too tired. 'Cause I think she wants to. I think we're getting crunked later tonight, but I think she's probably gonna be. I have no idea.
You just keep me posted, but that's
yeah.
always an option on the table. okay?
Absolutely.
Some damn hash browns. All right, tell me.
So you what? Ask me something more specific about my delinquency.
I don't know.
I'll be honest. Okay,
How much
before
crack can you smoke?
never smoke crack.
I'm
It's not on the agenda either.
Yeah, no.
It's one of those things. It's like, I can go without it.
Take it or leave it. You know.
I can go without it. You
Yeah,
know,
no.
there's no need.
Yeah,
Let's not go crazy here.
that's for sure.
Some nose beers are all right, but
Some what?
nose beers.
What?
It's Coke.
Oh, that's what that is. I don't know. This drug
Here and there.
power level terminology.
I just like saying nose beers. It's a funny word.
That is a funny word.
Um,
But I've never like
this is all alleged, guys. Before I go into this,
I've never been high. Like I've
Mhm.
never like smoked weed or anything like that. And
Mhm.
so I genuinely have like no interest in it.
Yeah, no.
Or I'm
Good.
like I talk about smoking crack and cooking meth, but that's just because I watched Breaking
Breaking
Bad,
Bad,
baby.
yeah.
You know,
God, you see how much money that guy made?
dude, so much
I know.
money.
You had to wait on a scale.
That's crazy. So much money.
God, ever like get in trouble at school?
Mm. What?
Ever get in trouble at school?
Yeah, but I don't think you know this. I was homeschooled.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I mean,
So
yeah,
yeah, I'm sure you got
definitely
in trouble at school.
got in trouble a lot at school.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to a Christian private school. That was all right.
You get in trouble out there.
I was the bad kid.
Were you?
I was, because like everyone's like super sheltered and stuff, and I was
Mhm.
a little on the edge.
And this
And-
guy's got pierced ears, so
Yeah, yeah. I did him 6 months ago when I was 18.
yeah.
He, I don't know. I wasn't that bad. Like I really was respectful of the teachers. However, like I just wouldn't do my work. I'd kind of make Teacher's life is a little more
Son of
stressful
a
sometimes.
Bitch.
I know. My high school experience was alright.
Yeah.
I just did running start, so my last 2 years I wasn't even in high school, or I never went to high school.
There you go.
Yeah. It's stupid when I think about it that I have a degree. I have a degree in computer programming, Grant.
Damn.
It's not stupid.
I wouldn't say it's stupid.
It's so fucking stupid. And when I think about it, I'm like, damn, I could get a whole ass job right now. I don't want to. It's fun. I took computer programming because I think it'll look good with whatever I do. I actually want to do.
Yeah.
And it was just an interesting field.
No, programming is cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never made anything really cool though.
Make me some
I'm not terribly
goddamn
creative.
Minecraft mods.
And
then also a time machine so I can go back 10 years and play with those Minecraft mods.
Did you ever play mod packs?
What's that?
Minecraft mod packs?
Mm-mm.
There's like preset mod packs. There's mod packs. There's just like a set of mods, and like I don't know, you can do pretty cool stuff. Every mod pack had like a different niche. Like there was like fairies. And
I never
and
did, but I was always like afraid to use mods and stuff. Like I didn't know how to download it.
Yeah,
my dad knows a lot about computers, but because of that, he knows a lot about viruses.
Yeah.
And I remember and a 9-year-old being like, "Hey, I gotta download a thing so I can play so I can ride a dragon in Minecraft." And he's like, "We're not doing that."
Yeah. I'm kind of a super nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't even like Marvel movies.
No, I'm nerd with computers. That's
cool.
Starts and stops.
My dad's real nerdy with computers, where he's like, he builds computers.
Yeah, I built my computer.
And he knows some programming, and he's made games and stuff.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me something I don't know about you.
What's that?
Tell me something I don't know about you.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty boring. I play music.
No, you're not.
But you know that, yeah?
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, actually, I'm asking you for advice on this. So
right.
when I've been trying to like actually go hard on the harmonica, right?
Yeah.
I can't keep time for shit. I'm so bad at keeping time.
Yeah. Dude, you got
practice.
You got to rock your body.
Oh, okay. That's what I get. Like tap your foot, something like that.
Legitimately, like when I'm playing guitar, because I have a hard time playing with keeping time and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, if tapping your foot works, that's great. It doesn't work for me because me activating the muscle in my calf and then in my shin and like, you know what I mean, like doing in my ankles
takes
and stuff,
away
it like I have to focus way too much on that and I screw myself up. But what I do is I just like Stevie Wonder this and I just like rock.
Yeah.
And that's how I do it. And I remember my guitar teacher noticed me doing that. He's like, yeah, that works. Do whatever you got to do, you know?
Cool.
But that's what I do because it keeps me feeling like I'm like, I don't have to think about it, but I feel like I'm in the music. You know?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's how I do that. But no, I play music. I do some like martial arts stuff.
That's awesome.
I've done for like ever, and then
anything else? I don't know. I don't know. No tattoos for Grant.
Hey, I got a subject of conversation.
What is it? Shoot.
So this is something kind of topical.
Okay.
I mean, we're about 4 days late to the party, but so you know that submarine thing?
Oh, it's hard for me to care about.
Yeah.
You know? It's hard for me to care about. I turn on the news every day. I see people dying in the streets. I see.
Is this song lyrics?
No.
It sounds like song lyrics.
I see people dying in the streets. I see homeless people everywhere. This is my experience in Tacoma. I see homeless people everywhere. I see gun violence. You know.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to care about. The only thing that really hits hard with the submarine is like that 19-year-old, the 20-year-old that died. Like that's a serious loss of
The
life.
thing I think is with the submarine thing, like, first of all, Cody and Noel, Cody Ko and Noel Miller talked about this
They're
on their
next.
like podcast,
Yeah.
and they were like, the meme to tragedy ratio is unreal. Like, never seen something flipped around that fast. Like,
it's
we
absurd.
didn't even know if they were like what had happened
Dude.
before there was like memes about it.
Dude, it's absurd. I didn't even know that was a thing.
If
We
you
could
look
visit
back,
the
you can tell
Titanic. Are you
when,
kidding
like,
me?
if you look at the memes, you can tell what day the meme came out based on what it's about. Because you're like, oh yeah, they got lost at the surface.
Yeah.
That's not what happened. And you're like, oh yeah, they I don't know, the controller went dead. You're like, that's not what happened
Didn't
either.
plug it in.
But like, that's the thing, is that machine was a death trap, and the owner was negligent.
Yeah.
And was like the government trying to tell me how to regulate my machine. And you're like, that's all fine
Oh,
and
man.
dandy, I guess, if, I mean, it's not, but if you're going down by yourself, but it was a
Yeah.
commercial thing.
Yeah.
You were taking people who don't know better
Mhm.
down, telling them
that
they'd be
that-
safe with this experimental thing rated for 1,400 feet when you're taking it to 12,000.
Yeah, that's insane. That 20-year-old, like, I think his dad forced him on. He was like, no, I don't want to go.
But
I don't
he
want to
went
go
because he
That's-
wanted to. He got the trip for his dad for Father's Day or something.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, it's hard for me to care about. But like, on the other hand, those are like souls.
Yeah, I care. I care about, the thing is like,
But we are not. Our resources aren't going where they need to be anyway. So there's a lot more death happening all around us than that. It doesn't make sense to care about for
the reason why that
rich people.
that was so. I mean, they're still people.
Yeah.
You know, the reason why though that's
I
such
know,
a crazy
but-
thing that dominated the news the way it did is
Yeah.
just because that doesn't happen. Like, that hasn't happened before. Not
Yeah,
that
it was
way.
a first.
But like, no, but that like tragedy to meme ratio, like, whoa. Like,
Yeah.
that there's nothing that makes you
It was
lose
like-
faith in humanity, like pulling up Instagram
Yeah, honestly.
during those days.
Yeah, there's no one serious. It feels like because it's hard. Those are souls,
Yeah, for sure.
and you. Is it a moral indictment to like make shitty memes about that just for like fucking likes on Twitter? Like, what are we doing, guys? Can we start acting like adults and humans with souls?
Yeah,
And then they're just making fun of dead people. Yeah, they died. Haha. I know I just said
Damn,
that, but like, come on.
thing, it's not what happened that's memeable. It's the way that everything happened. Like,
True,
like,
it's
that's what it is.
absurd.
Like, people died in a submarine. That is awful.
Mm-hmm.
That's not funny.
Not one
The
minute.
submarine being controlled by a Logitech controller is a little
Dude.
wacky, a little goofy.
The Titanic adding to its body count. Come on. They write themselves. The jokes write themselves.
Jokes write themselves. But no, for real, the tragedy happening, that's not funny. But like, I don't know, just the like silliness of how like visibly like awful the machine that they climbed into is like,
Yeah.
come on, what? One of the people who was like supposed to get in that day turned around.
Really?
Yeah, there was supposed to be another. Or maybe it was a different mission or something. But he took a look at it and was like, "Nope,
Got that gut feeling.
I'm not going in there,"
Gotta trust
because
that.
it was like a nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, James Cameron came out and talked. You know, that he directed Titanic.
Oh, yeah.
and also Avatar, and
Mm-hmm.
and he's like a big aquatics buff, where it's like he's built a submarine and he's gone to the Marianic or whatever trench.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone to the Titanic like 32 times, and he's like has the second deepest recorded dive or something like that. Like,
It's crazy.
he's actually knowledgeable in that field, and he's like talking about it. He's like, yeah, he's like, we weren't paying attention because I was shooting Avatar too, but it's like, but this dude was doing crazy stuff
Yeah. It just showed like just the negligence of.
for real. Of that, just for real, and then talking about like regulation for it, and like he said that the submarine industry or whatever is obscenely safe or something. You're like,
Yeah.
as it should be. But
Yeah.
the crazy thing is, dude, is that like they wouldn't have even known anything was wrong
Yeah.
because
Just split second.
it was like, I forget what it was, like less than a millisecond
Yeah.
for everything to happen, and
It's comforting in a way.
it takes like 100 milliseconds for your brain to
process pain.
perceive pain.
Yeah.
And so that's crazy to think about, but at least no one suffered, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but like, and then I think about that, and I think about the everyday suffering of fucking homeless people who are just
For
down on
sure.
their luck,
For sure.
drug addicts.
No, that's the worst thing, man.
Can I tell you a story?
Go ahead. Yeah.
So my friend, I had him make me an axe. All right, this axe is so sick. I love this axe.
Uh huh.
Anyway, so I went to pick it up. This was like 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. So we were at the Bigfoot Java near Franklin Pierce. So I was going to pick it up. And this homeless lady comes by. She was obviously kind of strung out. Maybe under the influence of drugs. I didn't really care. But she was like, do you want... Where's the interstate? I was like what? She's like, where's the interstate? I need to get out of this town. So I point her in the direction of the interstate. Then she asked for a ride. And I was going to give her a ride. However, like, I had to explain to her that I'm picking up an axe. You know, that might be a red flag. And she was obviously just kind of not in her right mind.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess my question to you is, at what point do you like balance like doing something good with like personal safety? Because I wasn't physically
No,
threatened by her,
no,
but
of
like
course.
it was kind of Pandora's box when someone's unpredictable like that.
Look, because there's ways, like, that's the thing is, I hate that like whole mentality that a lot of people have, which is that like, homeless people, they, you know,
Yeah.
they're like they're
Just
people, man.
Judgmental,
You know?
yeah.
And but people being
Completely
like
ignorant.
people, they're more than something that decreases your property value. You know what I
They're
mean?
souls, yeah.
You know, they're freaking people, dude. And that whole like, oh, if you give them money, they'll just go buy drugs. And you're like, you know what? They might.
But that's probably what they need.
That's up to them. But it's not about what they do and the choices they make and who they are. It's about who I am. And and to me anyway, where it's like, if I'm someone who looks out for other people, I feel like we gotta look out for other people, man.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just people on this freaking rock floating through space, man. We got to look out for each other.
Yeah.
But the personal safety thing, like,
'Cause there's definitely a balance.
I would never give anyone a ride
Mm-hmm.
anywhere, because
Just the unpredictableness.
that's just such a scary thing to me.
Yeah.
Unless it's like
I get
someone I
that.
know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just always been a thing where I've just never been comfortable with that, and some people are. I'm not one of
Yeah.
them.
To finish the story,
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
no, you're completely fine. I just want to tie this to an end.
Yeah.
She gave me a Bible and then ran off in the direction I told her the interstate was. So there, that is. The Bible was moist for some reason. It was a military Bible. She's like, I'll give you a Bible. I was like, I don't want the Bible. I can give you a ride, but realize I'm picking up an axe. You know?
Yeah.
That might set off red flags in your
Yeah.
mind. But I don't know. It's just a weird thing. I picked up a hitchhiker once, but my friend was in the car with me, so I felt a little bit more safer.
Yeah. No, still, I'm. You know,
Yeah,
people deserve to be treated like people and stuff, but
there's a balance
But-
between being a
but no matter if it was a guy in a suit or a guy in rags on the side of the road hitchhiking, I just wouldn't feel comfortable anyway.
yeah, it's completely fair.
You know, but I think, you know, everything's all about respect. You know, everybody's got to be treated with respect, and you know,
Yeah, just people. I don't know. There's a reason people do the things they do.
of course.
Just be mindful. Just be mindful of
Or
like.
when people are like, "Oh, this person is, you know, homeless or whatever," and they just should have made better choices. Like it's
That
not
shit's
all
so
that
stupid.
Goes into that, you know, like.
Yeah, that pisses me off more than God.
And also, even so, you don't always know a choice is the wrong one until you do it. But
You don't even have a choice most of the time.
but that's the thing is you don't go,
you're telling me.
you sometimes you're just dealt bad cards.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just because you grew up in a stable family and you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't mean
It's like,
everyone did.
You're so ignorant.
For sure.
Yeah. That shit pisses me off.
No, for sure. People are people.
How do you like get to that point of like ignorancy? Just being raised that way. It's like the only way I can find myself.
It's I don't know.
Having it like reinforce in your brain. Having just bad habits.
It's who you hang out with, what you're told, who
Mhm.
you're told it by, and what you listen to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The 4th of July was yesterday.
Yeah. Happy 5th of July.
Happy 5th of July. What does it mean to be an American, Grant?
What's that?
What does it mean to be an American?
Well, it means you were either born in America or you did the citizenship thing. So, you know?
Very literal sense, I agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What doesn't it mean to be an American?
What doesn't it mean? To not be born in America or not have gone through a citizenship test. No. I don't know. I think that America it's got issues, but if you love something, you got to acknowledge the issues.
Yeah.
You got to address them. 'Cause that's how we make things better, you know? And
You criticize something
and
because you love it.
exactly. And that is the beauty of America.
Yes.
Is
That's the entire point of free speech.
is that we do everything a little bit. Every category that we have something is a little worse than someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like humans. We're not the fastest. Okay. We're not the toughest. We're
Yeah.
not the don't have the sharpest claws. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Every category. The only one we beat by is like mind.
Brain to body weight
Yeah,
ratio.
because then we can make tools to do things. You know.
Yeah.
But it's like the beauty of America is that we can, they have like the correspondence dinners and stuff. We can have a
You can have an abortion with a gun.
have a comedian go up and make fun of the president to his face.
Yeah.
And there's no repercussions.
There's value in that.
Because that is what America's about, is that we can criticize ourselves and we can, and not everyone can do that. And that's the cool thing. And when people get bent out of shape about people criticizing someone they like, it's like, no, man,
they don't get it.
You're missing the point. That's what makes us special, is that we can do that.
Love this country. I hate my government because I love my country. It's a good quote.
Damn, who says that?
A guy named Michael Malice.
I don't know who that is.
It's a good day for you if you look him up. Who are like influential people in your life? Do you have like any like, I don't know any influential person? There's obviously like the.
See, I got like musicians and stuff and like artists that have
Mhm.
like helped me through stuff, obviously,
Yeah.
but everybody's got that kind of crap. But like influential people, my dad,
Mm-hmm.
my grandpa,
Mm-hmm.
my mom.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the basic stuff. My aunt, got an aunt, an uncle that, very, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, just family and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Good answer. Good answer.
How about you?
There's the obvious, like family,
Mhm.
But as I like got in my teen years, I found like more people online that I really like. There's this guy named Eric Weinstein.
Mm.
He's just very well spoken.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that, about like online.
Yeah.
Obviously, just because of the fact that we're even making a podcast, or like the videos that I've made and stuff. Drew Gooden.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Gooden is probably at the top of my list of
Good
YouTubers and
Yeah.
commentator. Drew Gooden, Danny Gonzalez, Curtis Connor, Cody Ko, Noel Miller, and probably someone else. I don't know.
Who?
Ryan Beard.
I don't know.
if you've seen him.
No.
He's pretty.
Wait, I think I have maybe.
They're pretty good. It's different. It's much more serious topics. You know, I mean, and like
Yeah.
than just being silly and goofy and whatever. But I dig it.
Do you ever listen, like, what podcast have you listened to? Is it just like Drew Gooden, like them and Noel? and
Okay,
Cody?
so I don't really listen to podcasts,
Mhm.
honestly. I've listened to a Mike Rowe podcast one time. I've listened to clips and stuff from TMG podcasts.
Yeah.
And a couple episodes where Curtis Connor talking about a couple of the videos that he made and like responses and stuff. But what I keep doing is I'll like fall asleep because I got YouTube running on my TV and stuff, and I go to sleep sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'll fall asleep listening to Drew Gooden or something, and then I wake up in the middle of the night and it's that like, I think it's called like Sad Boys or something. Sad Boys podcast.
I don't know.
But it's like Jarvis and Jordan or something. And they're
Jarvis
just two
is.
guys, and they got like all those same guys on as guests and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're pretty funny. From what I get, but
Mhm.
I don't know. What about you? You listen to podcasts?
Listen, I used to. It's been on and off since I was like, ever since I was on the internet. I've listened to so many podcasts in my day.
Yeah.
A lot of Joe Rogan, a lot of comedy podcasts.
What are your thoughts on Joe Rogan?
I like him.
Yeah.
I like him.
I think my thoughts have been like, he's a really, 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 really good interviewer.
Absolutely. You know
And-
who's a good interviewer?
Who?
Lex Friedman.
Who
He's a guy named Lex Friedman. He's a science guy,
is he?
but he's a fantastic interviewer.
Yeah. That's
Joe
such a
Rogan's
cool
also
thing.
a really good interviewer.
Joe Rogan's a great interviewer.
Yes.
I think he's got weird takes sometimes, and like he says stuff that
We
I'm
all
just
do.
like, what? but he's a good interviewer.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see the diversity of people that he has on his show.
Absolutely.
Where you're like, he's got like freaking Alex Jones and also Bernie
Hilarious.
Sanders, and you're like, and everything in between, and you're like,
Yeah.
how? But like, he's a good interviewer, and you know, you get a little bit from everybody, and I mean,
Mm-hmm.
minus Alex Jones, but
I take yourself back to when you were. I don't know. I don't think you ever experienced this, but when you're like, when you first started smoking weed, or like just
I never
take
experienced
things. Yeah, just like remember when things were just funny or they weren't.
Mm-hmm. I think
That's what Alex Jones is to me. He's just funny.
that's the thing is, absolutely, like, he's funny. The issue is that he causes a lot of damage
You know.
because there's a lot of weird people that
You know. Yeah.
really.
I can't argue with you there, but when you're my first introduction was Alex Jones. I go into to Infowars.com.
Isn't that,
All right.
Yeah.
Not the chemical gay frogs. Not
Okay,
that.
turn the friggin' frogs gay.
He starts off the show talking about a massive technocracy of global elites. He grabs a carbon fiber sword. He has 4 drones flying in his studio, and he smites each drone down one by one, dispelling the technocracy. It is so funny.
Oh man, he's something.
He goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, we are preparing for thermonuclear war." It's like, how can you not laugh? How
Dude.
can you not laugh?
Oh man, he's so weird. What do you think about like late night people? Like talk show type.
I don't watch them. I don't get it.
No, I like it because, like, whether you agree with or don't with like the politics and stuff
Mhm.
of the people, like, especially during COVID and stuff, it that got me through a lot of stuff watching them because it's
Yeah.
like I enjoyed, every night I look forward to watching, the clips of 4 comedians,
Yeah.
making jokes about stuff going on,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of times it's the same jokes or they get to the same place or what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's like it's fun to watch comedians be comedians talking about stuff that that's happening, and
Absolutely.
I like that.
Yeah. Do you have like favorite comedians?
man.
I don't think I watched Joe Rogan stand up, and I don't think he's very good.
Yeah, I wasn't super into what I saw of him.
Yeah, I wasn't very super impressed.
I've been watching like some like Comedy Central roasts and stuff. But no, my comedians I really like. I saw Jim Gaffigan live.
Really?
I did.
How was that?
It was pretty cool.
Wow.
He was really cool.
That is cool.
But no, I like Jim Gaffigan. But comedians I really like. I mean, there's some old, like, of course ones.
Robin Williams.
Oh man, Robin Williams.
Bill Hicks.
Chris Farley.
Chris Farley.
Chris
Yes.
Farley.
Do you know who Bill Hicks is?
I don't.
I just got so mad at you, Grant.
I'm sorry.
Bill Hicks is so funny.
Is he?
Yes, he's like the one of the best comedians of all
I
time.
might know him, just not know him. By
Yes,
name.
yeah, I think you do.
The
Probably
comedians
do.
I like, everyone in that SNL era of Chris
Mhm.
Farley, David Spade,
Chris Farley's
Sandler.
hilarious. Yeah.
Oh man, Will Ferrell, Jim Carrey. I love Jim Carrey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I love his whole like journey that he's been
Yes,
on, you know,
yes.
and how like real and Steve Martin, and then like I said, Jim Gaffigan, Jimmy Carr.
I don't know.
Really like Jimmy Carr.
Was he a host at one point on his Friday night show?
Jimmy Carr is the British guy, and he's.
I think I know who
That's
you're
the thing.
talking.
What I really like about those like roasts or like those like round table things, if you've seen those,
Yeah.
is like it's so cool to see all these comedians from different backgrounds and
Mhm.
different styles and and how they have this like mutual respect for each other, because one way or another, whatever way they do it, they do the same thing, which is make people laugh.
Yeah.
And like I love that.
Yeah, being a comedian's hard.
It's
I've gone
so
to a
cool.
couple open mic nights.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
No. I'm not on stage.
Oh, okay, I was like, that's
Oh,
so cool, dude.
No, fuck that. No, it's
that-
terrifying,
That's
bro.
so. I was like, that's so cool.
No.
I wish I had the courage to do that, because
Dude,
like
it's so terrifying.
that's one. I know it's the most like basic thing to say. Be like, I want to be a singer. I want to be an actor.
Comedian.
But
yeah.
no, man, I'd love to be a comedian.
Yeah.
Like stand up. That'd be so freaking cool.
We should go to one, because there's in
Absolutely.
downtown Tacoma. There's like every Tuesday and Monday night.
That's cool.
But yeah, you see like 95. There's like 3 funny ones, but when they're funny, they're really funny. The rest crash and burn, and you get secondhand embarrassment, and it scares me even more about going up there.
Oh, I'd never thought of it that way, man. Oh man, I never thought of secondhand embarrassment. So are there some real bombs?
There's like 3 really funny people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I went on a first date.
Uh-huh.
It was the worst decision ever.
To a
'cause
comedy club?
to a comedy club.
At an
Okay.
open mic
Okay.
night?
Can I tell you about this first date?
Yeah.
You're gonna find this hilarious. So, first thing we do, I don't remember. It's not necessary for the story. The second thing we do, we go to Ruston.
Okay.
Do you know those carts you can rent?
Yeah.
That like you can pedal. There's 2 to 4 people.
Yeah.
I have longboards. We have longboards, and we rent a cart. And eventually we have like a big group of people somehow. So we got 2 people on the cart, and then everyone's holding on through the longboards. This girl eats shit so hard. Like one of the hardest. She had proper road rash. One of the hardest falls I've ever seen on a longboard. I almost ran over her skull on my longboard.
Oh my god.
It was so bad. And then she was a trooper. I bought her ice cream as like sorry. But she still wants to hang out. So I'm like, all right. So like a Tuesday or Monday night, let's go to a comedy club. We sit in the front row. And like these clubs are empty. They're not empty, but like no one sits in the front row because you're going to get fucking like heckled.
Yeah.
And the entire time they're just commenting on her boobs, commenting like trying to get me
Oh my
laid.
god, for real?
Yes, on stage.
They're trying to get laid?
No, they're trying to get me laid.
Oh, I thought you said they were trying to get
In like
laid
the most
with your
embarrassing
date.
way possible. It was so bad.
Oh my god.
It was such a bad day.
That sounds hilarious. I wish I was there, but like one row behind you to watch
Dude,
that.
it was so bad.
Oh my god.
The entire time, everyone. Because like when you're up there, it really feels like you either be funny or you just get embarrassed, and it's bad. No one likes to be embarrassed in front of a group of people.
No.
So it's like they they grasp for straw sometimes. They get a little desperate.
What would you say if the mic you're holding right now? This is your open mic. Be funny right now. Comedy Club, Adam, go.
You ever date a girl, or you ever just like, I love women. All right, I do. I love them. They do great things that men could never do. I really see their value. With that being said, I hate their voice. after about 5 minutes of them talking, they sound like a shrill in my ears. This is really hitting home.
Is it hitting home?
God,
Adam, who hurt you?
No one hurt me. I just get sick and tired easy.
I've thought of this as what I would say, and I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I'd probably just tell about the story of something sad that happened.
It's
to my
really.
cousins. That's probably what I do. I got.
Yeah. It's like you really have to do like a dance with the crowd, and a lot of the times at the comedy clubs, the crowd fucking sucks.
Yeah.
So no one's laughing, no one's engaging, and like it's just like the comedian like trying to make them laugh. And some of them are funny, but people don't laugh, and it gets me mad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
I think the first
It's a
thing
hard thing to do.
I would say would be, I don't know. That's the thing is I don't know how to
Yeah.
bring it down because it's such a run-on thing. But it'd be, all right. So when I was little, my cousins had a cat, and their parents want to get rid of the cat. And the cousins didn't like that idea, so they didn't tell them, but they got rid of the cat. How'd they get rid of it? They just took it to an old folks' home, dropped it off, and just took off, right? Gone. And I knew about this, but I wasn't supposed to tell my cousins. And for years after that, my cousins would say the saddest things to me. Be like, man, things just haven't been the same since our cat ran away. And they're like, yup,
Yeah.
spent a lot of nights crying after that one. But at least I know mom and dad never lie to me, and
Yeah.
I got them to lean on. I'm like, damn, I don't know what to say, man. Be like, that ceiling's
That
looking
sucks,
mad
bro.
ceilingy today.
Yeah.
But that story is the story I tell everybody when I have nothing else to say.
Yeah, that's a good story.
Yeah, isn't it? It's a pretty good one. But that's what I would say. And the other thing, like, hey guys, you ever notice toothpaste?
Airplane food.
Hey, so how about this airplane food? How about that submarine? Am I right, guys?
Yeah. Yeah, you should. I don't know if you should go, because I think it'd do more harm than good. Because it's like the crowd sucks.
Do they?
Yes.
I want to go now.
They just opened a new location, so it might be better now. I think the venue is smaller, the room is smaller, so you don't have like more room to spread out and not be engaged.
My friend told me about this. There's this one like comedy thing where Jim Carrey was at a comedy club, and there's a video of it somewhere, and it's when he's young, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, he bombed. Like, it was not good. The crowd
Yeah.
wasn't good. He wasn't good. It was not good. And when he left, like, so he's like, all right, guys, I'm done. That's it for me. Sorry, guys. And he hangs up the mic, walks off stage. There's like a grand piano,
Yeah.
like in the corner. Walks off stage, walks to the grand piano, opens up the lid, climbs in it, and closes the lid. and he just stays in there. And so the next comedy guy goes up, and there's like, 3 more throughout the night. And he's just in the grand piano the entire time.
That's good.
And then like every so often would like apparently open it up and like peek out, like look around and then close it.
Yeah.
And then, like who's done that before?
Yeah.
Like, it's so outside the box that it's like, man.
Yeah, Jim Carrey's a good comedian, and I do like the journey he's been on.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Because like, how do you play a character like Jim Carrey? You know what I mean? For so many years, and then and then
try to like about face,
and then not be that and deal with
the shitty repercussions.
deal with that. He's real cool. He's a real cool guy.
Yeah, I miss Robin Williams.
Yeah, dude. Robin Williams could improvise like a motherfucker. Like he was
super manic, but that's what made him special.
He was, and like there's like scenes of, that's the thing. So when they shot, like when they made like the voice acting stuff that he did,
Mhm.
like Aladdin and like Fern Gully and crap.
Yeah.
They let the tapes run and like had him say a line, you know, and had him say his lines and whatever, and he would just go off for like hours.
Yeah.
And they're like we just hoped that the tape wouldn't get cut or anything.
Wow.
Cuz he would just give them hours of material based on one line, you know.
Yeah.
And he was something special.
Yeah, watching his old videos of his stand-up, he would like, you would almost think like he like wanted a heckler just like to build off of.
Yeah.
And like he could take like one small seed and like get an entire tree out of it.
That's so
like
cool.
He's a cool
guy.
really talented.
He was really talented.
But yeah, it's
Now,
his mania was kind of sad.
did he? No, he committed suicide, didn't he?
Mhm.
Right.
He got diagnosed with for like a really bad form of dementia,
Really?
which is like before he died. Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah. Chris Farley is also a
Chris
rough one.
Farley is a legend.
Yeah.
He's you should look up Jimmy Carr. He's like
Jimmy Carr.
he's
My
much-
homework for you is Bill Hicks.
He's what's that?
My homework for you is Bill Hicks.
Bill Hicks. I will. But man, Jimmy Carr is like dark
Is he?
humor, but like also like it's like very edgy, but
Mm-hmm.
like okay, so they did a roast thing, right? Pete Davidson's there, and Pete Davidson makes jokes about his dad was.
Is
in
Jimmy
9/11.
Carr the guy in The Office in the
No.
UK version?
No, that's Ricky Gervais.
Okay.
He's
go on.
good too
Sorry.
in his own.
Yeah,
way.
he is good.
Like him at the Golden Globes.
Yes.
Damn. But no, but Pete Davidson's dad died in 9/11,
Mm-hmm.
and Pete Davidson makes jokes about that all the time.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Carr goes up at the roast, and like obviously, I mean the roasts are like rough, but like
Yeah.
his whole style, he goes up, he's like, I'm absolutely appalled that people would make jokes about Pete Davidson's heroic dad who passed away in 9/11. Today is not the roast of Pete Davidson's dad. That was in 2001. Like, oh my God.
Damn.
Like I it's like the kind of jokes that are like you're like, should I even be laughing? And then
Yeah.
you see Pete Davidson cracking up, and
Yeah.
you're like, all right, must be okay. You know, but no, Jimmy Carr's cool, but no, like you said,
Is he long and gone? He's not dead.
no, Jimmy Carr's
My favorite modern comedian is a guy called Tim Dillon.
Tim Dillon.
He was actually in Tacoma, and I'm beating myself up over it that I didn't go to his show.
Yeah,
He's just funny.
Tim Dillon.
He's definitely more edgy.
What's that?
He's definitely a little edgier,
Is he?
but like
Oh, Tom Segura.
I know who that is. Yeah.
He's funny, dude.
Yeah.
I've only seen a few clips of him and stuff, but every time I see him, I'm like, man,
Theo Vaughn's funny too.
Theo Vaughn. He is like the weirdest feeling to me.
Yes.
Because he says things that I'm just like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And
But
then
you can't
he'll
help but
also say
laugh.
things that are just like so just out of left field. Like, what did you
Yeah.
just say? Have you ever seen that like Finding Nemo edit of Theo Vaughn?
No.
Where it's the fish in Finding Nemo that walks that goes up to Nemo and is like, it's like the purple and yellow fish.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, oh, you just got to do this. He's like, are there sometimes, and he starts yelling about whatever. But let me look this up because this is the funniest thing. Finding Nemo. Theo Vaughn. This is it. Here. All right, here it is. You ready?
Do you know where my dad is?
He ended up dying, actually. He did some pills and drove into an embankment. When I was young, he would shit in his yard, make me bury it.
What even?
Yeah. He does pull out the craziest stuff.
Him, what's that guy? Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee.
That
yeah.
guy shows up on every podcast
Yes,
somewhere
yes.
and says the most insane stuff. Where it's like, to the point where it's like, he's got so many stories of the craziest
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
That you're like, you got to be making this up, man.
Yeah. No,
you haven't lived enough
it's
lifetimes
definitely-
to let this happen. Like,
it's definitely tongue in cheek, but it makes you laugh, so that's all you can ask.
for sure, yeah, those guys are something else. I think the first thing I saw was Tom Segura was Segura. I don't know, but says talking about kids telling stories, and he's like, it's like, oh, kids are terrible storytellers. It's like, you don't know shit about editing information or keeping it captivating audience. You'll be like,
Yeah.
like ask a kid a question like, how are you? And they're like, I went to the, and when Tim came over and had the,
Yeah.
and with the blue ball, which was the last time because the red cup that Tim, and you're like, what are you even
Yeah.
talking? He's like, yeah, I love that. I got siblings. I'm like, man, that was, yep,
That was
that's
on point.
accurate.
You're the oldest?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest?
I have one older brother. He's kind of he's himself, I guess.
How old is he?
It's a good question. We're 4 years apart.
Oh, okay.
So he's either 20. I think he's 24 now. He's all right.
Yeah.
Kind of makes me want to blow my brains out sometimes, but that's
Nice.
life with a brother.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what the oldest has to do. That's what I keep telling myself.
Do you want to be a father?
Here's the thing. At this point in my life, hell
Of
no.
course.
Not even a little bit. However, I'm 19. And I recognize I'm probably not the first 19-year-old guy to say, do you want kids? No.
Yeah.
And so that usually changes for people at some point. So I'm banking on the fact that that'll change for me at some point. But as of now, no.
I want one son.
Yeah, I hate kids. Like, that's where I am right now.
That's probably you. Yeah, you have two little brothers.
I hate them.
I get where you would
No, I
come
mean,
from.
I love them.
But yeah.
That's because there's relation.
Mm-hmm.
I go over, like, just out in public and see other people and their kids.
Just
and
headaches.
No. I hate that idea. If you like it, that's good. You do your thing and more power to you. But Jesus.
I like the idea of molding something.
What's that?
I like the idea of molding a person.
It's
It's terrifying.
That scares me. Yeah, no,
it's terrifying, but
because it's like, man, because that's the thing is, like, there's no right way to do stuff.
yeah.
There's definitely wrong ways, but it's like, but it's like, you're gonna be causing some kind of emotional damage no matter what you do.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you do the least damage possible?
Yeah.
You know?
It's probably definitely hard to raise a well-adjusted
No, for sure.
civilian.
Yeah. Man, I'm hungry.
What have you eaten today?
I don't know, man. I forgot.
I
I ate some fish crackers, some goldfish.
Sorry.
I ate a lot of them. Like Costco.
It's a
you get,
balanced
those
diet.
three big bags and a big box of them. And I ate like half of one of those bags, and those like the big like aluminum foil looking bags. And yeah, I did eat a lot of those. I forgot, but you know, those just blow right through. Yeah.
Yeah, that they do. Have you had tried the Costco nuggets?
Costco nuggets.
They're so good. They're so good.
Costco does good things though.
Okay, me and my friend have talked
Costco.
about this. It's amazing what Costco has, like in
Mhm.
terms like they have an auto care center.
Mhm.
They have you can get your tire fixed for free.
I bought this TV from Costco.
Yeah, they have a cafeteria. They have like you can like book a trip at Costco.
Dude, their trips, that's a thing.
But they try so hard to be soulless. Costco tries so hard to be soulless when they're the best around town. Like Walmart, like it has a soul. It has a personality attached to the brand. Costco does not.
Yeah.
Costco's like it's all business,
Yeah.
but it's the best. They're the best
But
at what they do.
So good.
I know,
They're pizza, man.
bro. $10 for a za that big? Are you kidding me?
for freaking monster of a pizza.
I know.
My buddy Adam, other
Hey.
Adam from podcast episode 1,
Yes.
check it out. He worked at like Papa John's at one point.
Mm-hmm.
I went to go. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go see Adam because he's at work. It'd be funny to drop in and say hi.
Yeah.
So I go say hi. I'm like, I'll order food while I'm here because that'd be kind of weird if I didn't.
So expensive.
What's that?
Pizza is so expensive.
It's so expensive. I got a 12-inch pizza with it was like with pepperoni, mushrooms, and I think sausage on it.
Okay.
$41. You go to
That's-
Costco, get like a 16-inch pizza for 10.
Yeah, I know.
And it tasted
tastes
way better.
Yeah.
Dude, Costco pizza
It's
tastes
next level.
tastes and feels the way that pizza in ads do, where they're all
Yeah.
like stringy and gooey and greasy
Yeah.
and good. And then like also they don't overdo it with the sauce, which too much of that red sauce hurts
They're
my tongue.
consistent. They're
It's-
consistent.
It's consistent. Like Little Caesars pizza, the sauce is too much.
It's cafeteria pizza.
It hurts my tongue. It's too much damn sauce. But have you had a chicken bake from Costco?
I have.
They cook them different now.
Really?
Yeah, they used to do it with like chunks of chicken. Now it's like this like ground up chicken bacon paste type of thing. Tastes the same,
worrying.
just a different consistency. I like them the old way, but I think the reason they probably did it is because the old way, every now and then you get one chunk of chicken that was like kind of fatty,
Yeah.
and it was like kind of weird and gross.
Costco cares about the small details. I got kicked out of a Costco for using my mom's Costco card. That pissed me off.
Really?
Yeah, no, I
That's
walked
all
in.
I have. My mom has like an old Costco card, and I
I
had
know.
to use that.
I walked in. I was like 30 feet in the store. I was like deep in the store, and I just hear with a huff and a puff, "Sir, let me see your card." And I was picking up cheese for my mom, right?
Yeah.
So she comes by, and she was like, "Let me see your card." So I show her the front side of my card. She's like, "Nope, turn it around." So I turned it around. She's like, "Nope, that is your mom. What are you doing here? Why are you here?" I was like,
Really?
"To get cheese for my mom." She's like, "Nope, we're having none of that." Oh, that pissed me off so much.
Really? We're having none of that.
Yeah, no.
Damn.
I'm really respectful of authority, right?
Yeah.
I don't have attitude,
Yeah, of course, but
but like that shit, I don't know.
yeah, it's all about respect. You gotta respect me to
It's
respect
like,
you.
come on. There's a Costco card there. And I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
And I had to drive like 20 minutes to find the nearest Costco. Still got that cheese.
It's all about that Costco pizza. I want Costco pizza right now. I know that Costco's not open at 12:27.
The cafeteria also closes at 6.
Yeah, does it?
Yeah, the cafeteria
Damn it.
closes earlier than the store. Yeah.
Man, Costco pizza's so good. Oh, it's so
Yeah.
good. I can put away Costco pizza.
I can put away a Zaw, yeah.
Like I've eaten a full Costco pizza before.
I was thinking about it, like,
And like, I mean, you're looking at me. I'm not like.
imagine like you're trying to bulk, like you're living alone and you're trying to bulk, but you're on a tight budget, like
Yeah.
any good. $300 a month, one Costco pizza a day. It's $10 a pizza, 30 days, $300 a month. That's so many calories
So many. It's only about 3,000.
for an entire pizza.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck
I
up.
swear. I swear. I just looked at their thing because I was wondering this. I was like, because I've been doing this thing where I just don't eat. because I want to see what it does
Yeah,
to my
don't-
body, dude.
Fasting is good. Fasting is
It
good for
can
you.
be,
Yes.
but I'm not doing that. I just want to see what happens. And people are like, "Are you good? Are you like depressed?" No. I mean, no, I'm just want to see what happens.
Do you
This
feel
is science?
Don't you
baby.
feel more tense?
more tense?
Like I feel like when I fast after a while, I really get really like tense and like I don't know.
Like irritable? Or
Yeah,
like tense muscles type of thing.
both.
Maybe a little, but
You just get angry. You get pissed off easy.
what happens for me is if I wait 12 hours
Mhm.
between eating, my stomach kicks in and it's like, yo, you gotta eat.
Yeah.
And then if I wait another 3 hours and I just distract myself with something else, my stomach's like, my brain's like, all right,
you've already eaten by now because that's how it usually goes.
Yeah.
And then it just doesn't care anymore. And then
Yeah.
if I break that 15 hours or whatever, then I just stop being hungry
That's fair.
until I eat again.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look this up. Hey Siri,
If it's 3,000
how
calories,
many calories are in a Costco
I'm going to be
pizza?
so angry.
Here's an answer from
Oh, shoot.
healthfood.com. One slice of Costco
Oh,
pizza
okay, I
ranges
was
from
wrong.
620 to 700 calories, depending on your topping
Okay.
choice.
Is it the slice of pizza you buy from the like?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yes.
That's a good point.
Yes.
Let me look up
These are the questions we need to
Costco
ask.
pizza price. I'll look that up.
Look up the nutrition facts.
And then I'll see the images because someone's bound to have taken a picture inside the store, and then that'll show the calories. Yep.
The undercover agent.
All right, here we go. Pepperoni, whole pizza, 3,880 calories. A cheese pizza is 4,260 calories. 18
That's
inch.
crazy. Wow. And that's like, say you're bulking, like you probably need what, like 2,500 calories a day, whatever your baseline is, plus like 500 calories, right? So your
Is it?
baseline is probably like 2K calories a day. It's like average, or 1,400 is average.
I would
think.
eat so much Costco pizza.
Yeah,
Look at this
it's
chicken
so
bake.
cheap. It's so cheap,
Oh
and it's
my
like
God,
the
this
best way to
chicken
do
bake
it.
Looks so good.
You're not gonna be feeling good. You're not gonna be
Oh
feeling
no,
good.
you'd be feeling awful. But that's the thing about Costco pizza is so versatile, where it's like,
Well,
like you can eat it and it's good, right?
yeah,
And then you put it in the fridge, and then you eat it later while it's cold,
that's fair. It's a
and
fair
it's
point.
amazing still. And you're like, how the hell?
I bet you could like try to spice it up as well. You could try to add your own toppings.
No man, no man.
No,
you know,
blasphemy. You
don't
don't-
mess with greatness, man.
Yeah.
If it ain't fixed, don't broke it. That's what I always say. No man, Costco pizza is like, I don't know, man. Pretty good.
It is pretty good.
I can only describe it as
It's like,
pretty good.
have you ever had a McGangbang? I'm so serious.
You asked me this the other day at work. You literally asked me this the other day at work.
It's an important question.
No, I've not.
We need a McGangbang. It's so good,
Look,
Grant.
if you order it, then
It's
I
so
would
good.
eat it. But I'm not. I
Dude,
can't
dude.
do that.
It's not a menu item, but it's the best thing you could possibly craft out of McDonald's ingredients.
I don't know, man. Okay, so I used to work at McDonald's.
I know. Me
and
too.
I made some stuff.
Me too.
I made homemade, like, pizza pockets at McDonald's. I took. You know how they have like the fish steamer?
Yes.
The bun steamer for the fish
Mhm,
sandwich.
mhm.
So I cut off the crust of a bun, flattened it, put it on the steamer, got it, and I kept doing that and flattening it. So I made like this like very thin, like almost like a crepe, right?
Yeah.
And then I sliced up cheese, onions, and bacon,
Sounds good.
and I put it in it, rolled it up, steamed it, crimped it together like a ravioli,
Yes.
and then deep fried it. And it was so friggin' good.
But the beauty of the McGangbang,
yeah.
buy one, get one for $1. First off, it's a $3. It's better than a Big Mac. It's a $3 like it'll fill you up.
Dude, a
Big Mac
dead
is
horse's
dog food.
diarrhea is
Yeah.
better than a Big Mac. Big Mac is awful. That's the worst thing.
Yeah. Do you know what a McGangbang is, right? It's a McChicken in
Yeah.
between the patties of McDouble.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Add the hot and spicy McChicken. It adds to it.
Oh.
It's so good.
See,
It's so-
okay. Do you like mayo?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
moistens the sandwich.
I like mayo,
Hmm.
like arguably to a fault. And so when I worked there, like I experimented with different kind of food, right?
Mayo burger.
But I made what I would get would be the spicy McChicken, add
Yeah.
mayo, so you get it on the front, on the top, and the bottom, and then add bacon,
Ooh.
pickles,
Ooh.
and it was very good. Also, the spicy crispy chicken,
Yeah.
add bacon, extra pickle, because they got those crinkle cut pickles. They're
Mhm.
better. Bacon and pickles and tomato,
Ooh.
and it was incredible.
Yeah. Once you try McGangbang, there's no going back.
That's what I've heard.
There's no going back. It McGangbangs you. Who made the name? I didn't make the name.
Yeah.
It's funny. I like it. Probably because
Somebody-
like you're double teaming the
Who made the name? I don't
The
know, but I
McChicken.
imagine they were 12. No, but
South Park made the name.
South Park made the name. Probably. Origins.
It's probably like because like the McDoubles, McGang banging the McChicken, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
In a way. It's getting there.
I just thought of something, but I don't want to say it on this thing because I just
God,
don't hear
this is the raw, uncut footage. Say it.
yeah. I mean, no, but like, yeah.
Oh, I have something I want to ask you about,
Yeah.
actually. So, like, you made the YouTube videos and stuff.
Check your phone. Because I don't want to say it over this because I just feel weird saying it. But, you know,
Want me to say it for you?
I mean, no.
Okay.
But what
Be our
was
little
it?
secret.
That's our secret.
What was I going on about? I wanted to ask. Okay, I got this. So, like, you pursued some YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're obviously doing this, which I plan on making my own podcast.
Nice.
I'm gonna leave it at that. But whatever I want to do something. I know it's stupid. I know it shouldn't be there. The fear, like the I get embarrassed. You know, it's just like, cause I don't know. Do you feel that? Like you just, I know it's bad to like just be embarrassed to try.
Oh, no, I totally feel that.
Yeah.
Dude, I totally feel that. Dude, this is the reason. Because, like, I'm... Dude, don't get me wrong. I'm proud of, like, the stuff that I made.
Yeah, you should be.
Like, it takes so much time.
I know.
And, like... But there's a reason I didn't show you or even tell you about that for so long.
Absolutely.
It's because... Absolutely. Because I'm being stupid and silly and
Mhm.
goofy and making dumb jokes and, you know, having fun with stupid, you know, cheese editing. And, you know what I mean? And it's like... It, you know, and it's not like I have a following on it, you know. It's not
Yeah.
like there's a following to be like, see, it's successful. It's not, you know what I mean? But
Like, yeah, at least you tried.
exactly.
That's half the battle.
And so, yeah, but no, it's fun. It's definitely fun.
Absolutely. Can I talk to you about my podcast?
Yes, I want to hear it.
So, I really have a rough understanding of what I want to do, but I
Yeah.
don't have have like a concrete plan. So, at first, I wanted to like just get like, I'm sure I could put a fucking ad up on like Nextdoor or Facebook or somewhere, like a Tacoma Facebook group. Just like interview just a random person. However, I want that person to try to like open up. So I was thinking, like that would be hard to get someone to open up that you just met.
Yeah.
Over like a 2 or 3 hour long interview, right? So I was thinking of like doing like a series with one person, like a mini series, like 4 or 5 episodes,
Yeah.
and then like moving on, like hearing their story and hopefully gradually have them open up and share more,
Yeah,
and
that's
moving on
cool.
to the next person.
That is cool. That's different. So how what's the tone of your podcast?
It's serious.
Much more serious.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be like. I know I'm not a serious person. I know I don't come across as a serious person,
Yeah.
but I think there's not enough serious people
I got you.
around. Yeah, you know the song "All Along the Watchtower"?
I don't.
Bob Dylan.
Oh.
You
don't.
and I, we've been through that.
I don't.
That made me so mad. I was so confident
That's the
in
thing
you,
is,
man.
I know
Anyway,
I know weird obscure stuff,
yeah,
but not the things I should know. Not
I feel that.
like yeah.
Anyway, where I was getting with that to that song, it's like a Joker talking to to a thief, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, he's like, I need to find a way out of here. Like the hour is getting late, but no one is serious. Yeah, everyone feels like life is a joke.
Yeah.
But like you and I, we've been through that. Anyway, It's a good song.
Yeah.
You should really listen to it.
Okay.
Oh, well, it's the words are good. Bob Dylan's voice is, it's Bob Dylan. A little
Yeah.
scratchy, but
I love Bob Dylan's
anyway,
voice.
yeah, I just think needs to be more a serious tone, cause like the times we live in are kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
There's so many homeless people. There's so many just fucked up shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, I don't know. There needs to be more serious tones, especially in America, kind of a not serious country.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see the value in not being serious.
Yeah.
I definitely do, because it's
It's
funny
good
to
not
look.
take yourself too seriously.
Yeah, it's funny to look back and just be a little disconnected and just kind of
Because
laugh at
that's
everything.
the thing is like satire and stuff like that is like shown in studies to be good
Mm-hmm.
for your brain
like coping.
because it trains you to look at what you could be better,
Yeah,
and
but it's also like there's a time to
yeah,
there's a time and
there's
place.
a time to be serious and there's a time to not be, and for sure.
Yep. It's like all the topics I knew all the topics I wanted to talk to you about. Yeah. Props to you, because whenever I try to start something, I just get embarrassed, just like, even I know it's stupid to be embarrassed to try.
No, it's
But
valid though.
yeah.
I mean, I feel it. I really do.
I need to start making stuff again and just
Doing just any creative
Here's
pursuit.
the thing that sucks about it is, like, I've spent hours and hours and like countless hours. I mean, not countless, but like, because I have the like little YouTube channel that you've seen, right?
Yeah.
And then I have another one that from years ago
Yeah.
that I basically started from the beginning where I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
And then just did what I could and with the equipment that I had, which wasn't much. And every little editing thing that you see in videos,
Mhm.
like, I want to know how to do that. It's just hard to learn. And it's hard to learn because that style of editing in these like Cody Co,
It's
Curtis Connor
It's involved.
videos,
It's heavily involved.
it's so it's not editing. It's like cheesing your way through editing. Like Curtis Connor videos. That's the thing. It's like the editing software that I use is powerful. I mean, you can make movies with it.
Which Premiere Pro?
No,
Sony
it's,
Vegas?
It's not. It's a. I mean, it's not like that kind of thing, but it's still powerful.
Yeah.
It's I use just Filmora.
Okay.
It's called Filmora, and I like it because Premiere Pro and stuff, if I remember right, is the one you got it's a subscription thing. I could buy Filmora. I spent, I don't know how much it was.
Yeah,
but
I
buy my copy.
I pirate all my software.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
but like you what?
Allegedly, I pirate all my software.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. Damn.
No, but like it's I want to learn how to do it, and it took so long because it was
Yeah.
like I'd be like, you know how people make videos and do that thing where they put a picture on screen and it goes and like vibrates around.
Oh yeah.
Or like how to take a picture and animate it to move across the screen.
Yeah, like keyframes and stuff.
Keyframes,
Yeah.
exactly. Or like audio changing where someone will say something and it goes into like a real like distorted voice.
I really don't know how to do audio work.
That's the thing is, it's like I would see someone do something and be like, that's cool, how do I do that? And so now when I watch videos like that, I'm like thinking, how did they do that? Like Curtis Connor especially, he does a lot of little green screeny things.
Yeah.
And like I'll watch it and I'm half paying attention to the video and half just like, how did he edit this and how would I edit this to
Yeah.
try to do the same type of effect?
I have some video editing under my belt. Just like I used to make Minecraft PvP montages, and like I would like make like shitty little intros and stuff that I thought were funny.
That's cool. Oh, that's super cool. It's super fun, but like,
Yeah, I like it.
you can't get tutorials on how to do some of that.
Yes, you can actually.
Really?
I really think you could.
I
Just-
mean, because that's the thing is, I've really tried.
Really?
Like, I've looked, because
I would say switch over to a more common software then.
but that's the thing is, the softwares are very similar.
I bet you're right actually.
But they're all very similar. There's little differences in like interface and stuff, but they'll
Mhm.
basically do the same thing.
Yes.
So what I'll look up is like, it'll be like how to do how to blank, make a video where it does this, and it's difficult to find tutorials to do the kind of things I want to do, because
That's fair.
nobody buys the video editing software that you can make movies with to cheese your way through it like that and make these like oversaturated dumbass effects, you know. But it's like, that's exactly what I wanted, so I had to like go learn all that crap by just
yeah.
like that whole voice
Trial and error.
that whole voice thing, like I said, of like how to do the dropping the voice and the distortion
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I mean, that's me looking at videos. That's me pausing editing a video and spending 5 hours figuring something out until I finally do.
Absolutely.
And it's but like now I have all that, and so basically the first channel that I made was like that, and you could really see through each video it getting better and better and better, and then I stopped, and then but the issue that's so difficult is that I've spent so many hours. The last video I made, or one of the last ones I made with my friend Adam and Josh, and I probably edited it for 20 some hours. Is probably how much time I spent editing it.
Christ.
It takes a long time.
Was it like a 10-minute video?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
10 to 15 minutes.
No, that should. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Editing is so involved.
It's so crazy, and the thing, and it's hard to see something that you put so much into only get, you know,
so you got to keep on trying.
only get 2 views that aren't the people that you know watched it. You know what I mean? And because the algorithm's not looking in your favor.
Just
but you put out anything and you will get some kind of attention, because somebody's bound to have the same sense of humor or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so what my theory has been, I just haven't done it yet, but I want to start doing it, is put out much less involved videos. Like, what's that guy? Penguin Zero or whatever.
Oh, Moist Critical?
Yeah. That guy.
Yeah.
His videos are, he's hugely successful.
Yes.
But his videos are like, there's no cuts really. It's just him talking, ends with, okay, that's it. See ya. You know what I mean? And it's like, he's not thinking up lines. He's not writing a script. He's not, you know what I mean? He's not taking so much time for editing, but he's got a following because he puts out stuff regularly.
Yeah, consistency is key,
the thing is,
especially with the algorithm.
But the thing is, you will get, every video you put out, you will get 10 views, you know?
Yeah.
And if you put out a video that takes you an hour to make, you can put out a lot more videos and get a lot more sets of 10 views than if you take 20 hours to make it. And so my whole thought has been, what I'm going to start trying to do is do something more along the lines of what he does, where I still talk about the things I want to talk about, but just not pour my heart and soul into it.
Yeah.
Until I have some people that have seen it, like my sense of humor, and then and then once I have somebody that I can actually share with what I want to do, then do it. You know,
that's probably it's probably a good way of thinking it. Yeah, I think in terms of the algorithm, just consistency is key. I think that's it.
Sometimes, because like
I'm sure there's exceptions.
Some people get really, really
into the
weird about they're like, it has to be this day and it has to be this day and it has to do this, and it's like, yeah, but like Drew Gooden, he posts once a month sometimes, and he's got his subscriber count's just growing, and he's at what, like 4,000 or 5,000 or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like that's not, you know, I mean, consistency is good and it does help with stuff, but
I think early on it helps, especially just like I think I don't know, it's a bigger sample size to learn from. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I need to start doing that again. I haven't then, and I want to, and I have friends that are like, dude, keep doing it, and it's fun. And
yeah,
we'll see.
Just why not?
I had basically a kid recognize me today from YouTube.
No way.
I know.
No way.
All right, so here's the story though. And it was my cousin's friend, and my cousin's real creative. He's a real cool guy, and he's 15. His friend that I'm talking about is like 13 or something like that. and my cousin makes music video stuff or
Mhm.
musics. He makes music, and he's very good. Like, he has trial and errored his way through stuff that he made. I'll show you later, but he made a thing with his friend, and there's like, they made like a rap album.
That's cool.
And they're 13 and 15, and it sounds so professionally produced.
Yeah.
Because my cousin's just good.
Yeah.
And but anyway, this kid's like, it's like, hey, I think I might recognize you from a friend. Are you Grant? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah. Randy is my friend. Is that your cousin? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, he showed me your YouTube channel.
No way.
Grant the Ant, right?
That's
I'm
cool.
Like, what?
That's
crazy,
cool.
dude. But that was funny. But anyway, man, we've been recording for almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours. Time flies.
Feel like it, right?
Yeah.
Like, how
Time
long would you
flies.
say it felt like we've been talking?
45 minutes.
For real. But it flies because every time I've done this, like one time we talked,
Yeah,
like,
it's.
3 hours and it's just.
I really like just sitting down and talking, no matter whoever I'm sitting across from, as long as it's like not super all over the place.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, man! There is something in my eye. I don't know. You've probably been able to tell by me picking at my eye for the last 30 minutes, but Jesus.
I don't see the issue.
Anyway. Anyway. Well,
It's been a pleasure.
this has been fun. Wrap it up here. What are we
Yep.
going to dedicate this video to? What's the topic that we talked about that's like...
Submarine. I don't know. I don't know.
That's the thing. But are we a clickbaity piece of shit if we put that on the thumbnail?
No.
Probably.
No.
I might do it anyway.
Yeah. Maybe. At least he didn't die in vain if you put on the thumbnail.
Oh, man. I don't know if that's the way to even look at it, man.
Getting kind of late.
Getting kind of late. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, thank you for listening.
Thank you for having me on your show.
Figure out what this is called in a second here. Yeah. Thank you to Adam for being here.
Thank you to Grant for being such a gracious host.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Don't thank Grant for being Grant. You are a breath of fresh air, Grant. Yes.
You make me cry, man. All right. Well, yeah, again, thanks for listening. Thanks for all two of you. Thanks for listening. And
Shout out, Kate.
shout out Adam. And yeah, that covers it all. So yeah. Alrighty. There we go. You heard it here first. That's it. See ya.